And then there's a lot of other evidence goes into it, but in the balance of time, in the interest of time, just simplifying it, boiling it down, rendering it down to its basics, this is a perfect false flag to demonize domestic groups that are against the war, torture, big government, and to demonize 9/11 Truth, which the White House own Cass Sunstein says is their #1 enemy. What Congress under Bush said was their #1 enemy. It gives them the pretext to censor the web, to push through their whole agenda and launch a new war. So they're going to have a staged assassination attempt of Obama in the next year, probably sooner. They may have multiple staged events that build up. He may even be wounded. They may even kill him, to then make him a sacrificial lamb to where who's left in his administration, Joe Biden and others, can do whatever they want with wars, with domestic crackdowns, with the riots that will start if they blame it on a Tea Party / 9/11 truther. And I've seen them following this script, getting it ready, building it out, getting everybody ready. So I'm telling you, in their hand, they've got the war with Iran, they've got nukes, they've got bioweapons. He signed the executive orders for that. They've got fake hack attacks on the internet, infrastructure as a pretext to take it over. But the biggest card I see them playing in their fist, their ace of spades, is to stage an attack on Obama. And they are getting ready for this, to demonize the opposition and bring in a massive crackdown. And I already was worried about this, but I didn't want to come on air. I wasn't 100% sure. But after I've seen what Glenn Beck has had to say and others, clearly they are threatening him. They are menacing him. They are letting him know we can get to you and we will blame it on the opposition. And Obama's like, but this is political suicide to launch more wars and have another banker take over bailout. And they're saying, you will do this and we will save you. You attack Iran, we will get you reelected. Sarah Palin even said that. You know, will I run against him? Will he lose? Depends if he attacks Iran like he needs to, like I think he should. He needs to declare war. He needs to play the war card. Those are quotes. Now, you can be caught up in Rush Limbaugh'ism or Sean Hannityism or Barack Obamaism. It's like I told you, foolish Barack Obama supporters, you're being played. And I'm telling Glenn Beck, Republican Party, Tea Party Nation people being played, you need to wake up and realize that you're the target of Homeland Security. You're the target of Northcom. You are the target of all of this. When Bush was in office, when Clinton was in office, and now that Obama's in office. So the false flag is kill Obama or wound him or try to kill him, but they need to probably at least wound him to get people rioting, to get everybody at each other's throats, and then they're going to blame it on Islamicists tied in with a Tea Party 9/11 truther. Now, that doesn't exist, but I've seen them beginning this history, this false history, this ledger, this cutout. I've seen them with their fake Al-Qaeda spokesman that they upload with the Intel Center and the same Al-Qaeda logo as the Intel Center logo saying Al-Qaeda. And there's the grandson of the former head of the ADL, Adam Gadon. We work with your militias. We're going to release anthrax. We're going to attack you. We're going to go after your president. We're going to do this. See, Al-Qaeda is a cutout they attach to whoever they want to attack. Iran, Iraq, the American people, Yemen. It is a wholly created government creation to do this. We're going to go to break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to start playing this clip. And he covers so much. I mean, this is definitely written by Army PSYOPs. This is definitely psychological warfare. This isn't somebody just reading talking points off a teleprompter. There are so many different forms of psychological warfare wound into this one clip. That's why I can't watch it. It makes my brain burn with understanding and realization, and just every word he says, everything he twists, his mannerisms, the way he does it, the way he talks to you like you're a child, the left-right imagery, the way they use chalkboards, the way he has the little stickers that he puts up and then hesitates to post. It's all done at a childlike level. The way he implies that communists in the government are the ones undermining the economy to destroy it by design. When the communists work for the big banks to take over nations, and when the White House, Cass Sunstein, says arrest anybody that's 9/11 truth, and when it was Glenn Beck and George Bush and others that helped ram through the banker bailout, he now says it's communists that want to kill Obama in the White House if he doesn't destroy the economy, when it's a bipartisan group of offshore banks destroying the economy. I mean, it's just a tissue of fraud. The good news here is that even Senator Jay Rockefeller is saying, I think Obama's unbelievable to me. They're getting so desperate that even the leadership of the New World Order are throwing him under the bus. You can see what they're doing right now because the entire system is losing all credibility. So they've got the controlled left trying to rein in and control their people that don't like what's happening. They've got the controlled right in there trying to do the same thing. But all the king's horses, all the king's men can't put the New World Order back together again. That's why Obama has announced, I will just use executive fiat power and do whatever I want. And it appears that he is going to do what they want and go into Iran, attack Iran. It appears that they don't even care. They are still setting him up for an assassination attempt to empower him, to empower his memory, whether they kill him, God forbid, or whether they just wound him, or whether it's a close assassination attempt. They are going to blame it on the American people. Prepare yourselves. Get ready for this to happen, because Glenn Beck every other day now is saying, I just fear for him. You watch, they're going to attack him. They're going to try to kill him. Look, there's no security in the White House. The gate crashers, anybody can get in. They're going to get him. The people that are anti-war and 9/11 truth, they're going to get him. They're going to get him. They're now introducing it. Let's start now with the Glenn Beck clip. Here it is.
Regime is when it is on the verge of collapse. A regime with revolutionaries in it, it is trouble. The Democratic Party is...
Again, his entire regime is anti-free speech, anti-9/11 truth. There's no doubt they put Van Jones in to destroy him publicly and tie a communist to 9/11 truth. But it's true. The globalist regime is in deep trouble. So he tells a lot of truth, but then spins it around. That the regime are a few of the communists in his administration. When the big banks always use communists to consolidate wealth, Carol Quigley at Georgetown, Bill Clinton's mentor, broke that down. Continue.
It's collapsing. It's either going to have to renew itself or it's going to collapse.
And pause again. They renewed themselves when people got wise to Bush through Obama. Now they renew themselves with Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin. Then they renew themselves again with more staged terror attacks. Continue.
Full of revolutionaries. Let me show you why the president is in danger. There are two kinds of radicals.
Let's pause again. He builds it up slowly, and he gives you very simplistic, childlike graphs of this tree. Okay, he doesn't show you the tree's a bunch of banks that openly run the left and right and are playing us off against each other and consolidating power. No, it's the different types of revolutionaries. But the globalists fund all the revolutionaries you're about to see. Go look at every group he mentions. Big tax-free banking foundations fund it. Continue.
There we go. Two kinds of radicals here. We've done the tree of revolution before. We've had this now for several months. There's a Cloward and Piven type. You know, the one that says...
He poses just like the teacher. He fixes it for you. He talks to you like you're a fifth grade class. And he's explaining it to you. He's distorting for you. Continue.
Takeover through financial collapse and the reset of the system.
Back that up. Back that up. I want to tell you, the revolutionary communists that he's about to cover, they are taking over through a controlled collapse. You have a perfectly coordinated, Bill Clinton changes the laws for the derivatives. All the major Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan Chase people continue under Bush. They put all their money into Obama, continue. They've now shifted, the New York Times reported, to getting all their money into Republicans, because that's the new fake counter-revolution. So see, he's telling you not the bankers are collapsing, communists did this. And he goes on to say Obama's people did the economic collapse. They did the banker bailout. Not Glenn Beck with White House talking points saying it's not big enough. We've got to have this. George Bush is a great man. See, because there's no difference between him and the establishment people in the White House. But he needs to give you that fake image of a difference. I mean, this is all lies. This is why I keep stopping it. I mean, it's just all, that's why I can't play these clips here. Every 5 seconds is a lie. Play it again.
There's a Cloward and Piven type, you know, the one that says there's peaceful takeover through financial collapse and the reset of the system. Cloward and Piven. And that went this way. Acorn. The other kind has violent radicals.
Pause again. Now Acorn caused the financial collapse. No, they were part of the big foundations getting inner city people in debt, as we've had Catherine Austin Fitz on, who was there at the time, telling you how they set it up. But that was the big banks. Acorn's just one tiny little thumbnail on the hand. We're going to come back, and I'm going to try to play longer clips and then analyze it. It's just, that's the thing about Beck. When you're actually informed, it's all lies.